first glance, that does not look anything like that. Because this is what we're told and shown on our maps that Australia has to look like in order to fatten and squeeze it onto a globe projection with shrinking longitude distances as you get further south. But when you compare that to the Gleason map of Australia, it's very obvious. Wikitardia tells us about the discovery of Australia that, although a theory of Portuguese discovery in the 1520s exists, it lacks definitive evidence, except for this Italian map from 1587. And not until 1606, 19 years after this Montes map, did Dutch explorers make the first recorded European sightings of and first recorded landfalls on the Australian mainland. And even then, they only mapped out the whole western and northern coastlines, not the interior. So then explain this shit 19 years earlier with not only the entire Australian coastline, but also the entire interior already mapped out. There's Australia's Lake Eyre, mapped right between its rounded Gulf of Carpentaria and pointed Joseph Bonaparte Gulf, just as seen mapped out exactly here today still. And there's Lake Disappointment, despite exploiting results, right off the curve of Broome and 80-mile still seen here today. Back south, just like on the Gleason map here, and on the globe squeeze here. Australia's southern part of Australia, around the light green latitude circle of the Tropic of Capricorn, which he particularly labels here, which we know what that sun does, as seen here in the light blue-green arc crossing Australia on the Gleason map, and even here the Globus, who need to pretend the sun follows the yellow band on December 21st instead of the orange band to make their sun times and angles work. But anyhow, all in all, leaving no doubt, this is an exaggerated blow-up map of Australia, and not some secret continent. Or here, goes across the bottom of South America, where Monte on what is mistaken as a red-looking continent, very close to the because notice the very tip of South America is totally missing from Monte's map. Once again, our good and accurate friends Google Earth assure us South America is as tall as 3/4 or more of the entire Earth and as wide as a quarter of the Earth. Even though that's to be our reality, unless you're a very special kind of person. But even our most special friends agree there is supposed to be a wide eastward-facing tip to South America. Labeled that land Terra del Fuego, the land of fire, which would be an incredibly silly and senseless name for cold and icy Antarctica, allegedly just beneath South America on the globe model, or even the ice wall just below South America on the Gleason map. But now, we can also clearly label the Straits of Magellan, running between them, which is a known navigable sea route in southern Chile, separating mainland South America to the north and Tierra del Fuego archipelago to the south, just as Gleason shows here. So it's clear this, which Gleason calls Tierra del Fuego, is what Monte has blown up in enormous size to this. Again, just like Chicago and Illinois. Nothing more, nothing less. Not a hidden secret giant city southwest of Illinois. That dark red line is the Straits of Magellan, And that big island below it on the right side, that's Isla Grande de, meaning the big island of Tierra del Fuego, the land of fire. Not a giant secret hidden continent so close to South America, 3 miles away across the Straits of Magellan, that nobody noticed it from the shores or on their fishing trips or flights over Antarctica or the ice wall. But what is interesting is that ESA has Tierra del Fuego mapped running due east-west along a latitude circle perpendicular to South America, itself coming down north to southwest longitude. Monte also has it drawn east-west as well, along a latitude ring and perpendicular to South America. But we can't say for sure because that may just be where there was room on the map to draw to. But our accurate friends at Google, who think South America takes up almost half of the Earth by itself, have it curving more north to southeast to fit into their ever-shrinking longitude at the very south of their globe model. Anyway, to Terra del Fuego's immediate east, very close to it and drawn rapidly south underneath it, is Terra de Vista, meaning land of sight, but it gets quickly cut off on the right when it doesn't continue into Monte's next section of the map. It's obviously a blown-up map of Isla de los Estados, also immediately east of Terra del Fuego and wrapping south underneath it. They are clearly nearly identical matches to each other, so I'm guessing it's that island. Also, not a giant hidden, supersized continent suddenly cut off on its right at a map page break to never reveal the rest of itself. That would be silly and an incompetent map. And clearly, Urbano Monte was genius and neither of those. There is 0 point in covering the other 4 blown-up islands around the Monte's map. You are welcome to do so yourself. But logic already tells us they too are just blow-ups of smaller islands in other seas
10
and
seconds
other
until the ring
locations,
closes.
which are listed behind them, as well as who ruled them. Like this side, ruled by the Roman Imperator, the Holy Roman Emperor of 15 who was named second.
Cut down an enemy.
So he wasn't just a
Shields
genius
are depleted.
cartographer,
Recharging.
but clearly a genius cartoon portrait artist. There are plenty of other anomalies on this map that spit in the face of history and are perceived reality, like a Panama Canal already there 326 years before it was built, or was it? Or the southeast of Cambodia and Vietnam, and northeast of Borneo, which is now totally gone, and just a small island in the South Philippines. Palau Island of the ocean, but that's
Cut down an enemy. Shields are depleted.
this isn't to say that there isn't any other maps and sources claiming there may be lands outside or inside the ice wall, or even in the Gay Lobe's vast Pacific Ocean, which beer Googles claim somehow magically takes up more than half of our world. Either way, kept secret who hit Palau in the original Panama Canal. It's only to show that this
Enemy on me.
that list when mentioning any such topic as possible other giant hidden lands. My greatest lesson learned? They say a picture says 1,000 words. But if a guy takes the time to write 1,000 actual words over that La terra è piatta. secret hidden continent so close to South America, 3 miles away, the sun does, as recorded landfalls on the Australian mainland. And even then, they only mapped out the whole western and northern coastlines, not the interior. So then explain this shit 19 years earlier, with not only the entire Australian coastline, but also the entire interior already mapped out. There's Australia's Lake Eyre, mapped right between its rounded Gulf of Carpentaria and pointed Joseph Bonaparte Gulf, just as seen mapped out exactly here today still. And there's Lake Disappointment, as my ex-wife calls me, right off the curve of Broome and 80 Mile Beach, just as still seen here today. Tasmania right there off the back south, just like on the Gleason map here and on the globe squeeze here. Coastal saltwater crocodiles and even marsupials, unique and indigenous to Australia only. He also shows Australia's southern hemisphere summer sun, our northern hemisphere's winter sun, traversing over the northern or inner parts of Australia around the light green latitude circle of the Tropic of Capricorn, which he even clearly labels here, which we know for a fact the sun does, as seen here in the light blue-green arc crossing Australia recently, and even here for the Globies, who need to pretend the sun follows the yellow path on December 21st instead of the orange path to make their sun times and angles work. But anyhow, all in all, leaving no doubt, this is an exaggerated blow-up map of Australia and not some secret hidden giant continent we don't know about. It's even more clear when we go across the realm to the bottom of South America, where Monte has drawn what is mistaken as another giant red-looking continent, very close beneath it. But we notice the very bottom tip of South America is totally missing from Monte's map. Once again, our good and accurate friends Google the globe assure us South America is as tall as 3/4 or more of the entire Earth and as wide as 1/4 of the Earth. This is a little joke, even though that's really impossible to do. Unless you have very special computers. But even our most special friends agree, there is supposed to be a bottom eastward-facing tip in South America. Not an elongated blunt horse hoof. Now that we can read his map in high definition, we see he labeled that as Terra del Fuego, the land of fire, which would be an incredibly silly which is a known navigable sea route in southern Chile, separating Mainland and South America to the north. Tierra del Fuego are completely south, just as it shows here. So it's clear this, which Gleason calls Tierra del Fuego, is what Monte has built up north and south. Nothing more, nothing less. Southwest of Illinois. That dark red line is the Straits of Magellan, and that big island below it on the right side, that's Isla Grande Bay, meaning the big island of Tierra del Fuego, the land of fire. Not a giant secret hidden continent so close to South America, 3 miles away, across the Straits of Magellan, that nobody knows from the shores or on their fishing trips or flights. But what is really interesting is that Gleason has Tierra del Fuego mapped running to east and west along a latitude circle perpendicular to South America. Itself coming down north to southwest longitude. Monte also has it drawn east-west as well, along a latitude line and perpendicular to South America. But we can't say for sure because that may just be where it is on the map.
Standing by for care package.
But our accurate friend Google, who thinks South America takes up almost
My
half of
ammunition is
Europe by
depleted.
itself,
I must secure
have
more.
it curving more
Come on,
north
heal,
and
heal,
southeast to fit into their ever-shrinking longitude squeeze at the very south of their globe. Anyway, to Terra del Fuego's immediate east, very close to it and drawn wrapping south underneath it, is Terra de Vista, meaning land of sight, but it gets quickly cut off on the right and doesn't continue into Monte's next section of the map. It's obviously a blow de los
Reloading.
Estados, also immediately east of Terra del Fuego and wrapping south underneath it. They are clearly nearly identical matches to each other, so I'm guessing it's that island. Also, not a giant hidden, supersized continent suddenly cut off on its right at a map page break to never reveal the rest of itself. That would be silly and an incompetent map maker, and clearly Urbano Monte was genius and not. There is 0 point in covering the other 4 blown up islands around the Montes map. You are welcome to do so yourself, but logic already tells us they too are just blow ups of smaller islands in other seas and other locations, which are listed behind them, as well as who ruled them. Like this island, ruled by the Roman Imperatore, or Holy Roman Emperor of 1587, who was named Rudolph II from 1576 to 1612, who Monte nailed on his map as a dead ringer for each other. So he wasn't just a genius cartographer, but clearly a genius cartoon
Shield battery.
portrait artist.
Shield battery
on
here.
top. There are plenty of other anomalies on this map that spit in the face of history and are perceived reality, like a Panama Canal, already there 326 years before it was built, before it was dug out, or the ginormous island of Palawan, southeast of Cambodia and Vietnam, and northeast of Borneo, which is now totally gone, and just the small islands of the South Philippines to the little tiny Palau island of the same name sticking up out of the ocean. But that's for another study. This isn't to say that there isn't any merit to the many other maps and sources claiming there may indeed be hidden lands outside or inside the ice wall, or even in the Gay Lobe's vast Pacific Ocean, which Beer Google somehow magically takes up
Excellent.
more
I
than
am at
half
max
of our
level.
world. Either way, kept secret from us by the controllers who hid Palau and the original Panama Canal.
I've elevated
It's
my
only to show that
skills.
this Urbano Monte map clearly and provably needs to be included in that list when mentioning any such topic as possible other giant hidden lands. My greatest lesson learned? They say a picture says 1,000 words, but if a guy takes the time to write 1,000 actual words over that picture, for God's sake, Steve, he did it for a reason. Take the time to make sure you can copy those words and translate them if they are in another language.
Shield cracked. Like a rat in a trap. Bound by my hands. Shields are depleted. Recharging. Replicator incoming. Reloading. Repairing damages. Half the squads remain. The field has been cleared, and the true test begins. Stay ready.
me after this. Well, not on me, although that did happen once. Or 9 times.
If there's a room out there, we discuss. This is your champion.
Looky here, I've mastered the
Let's
jump.
land here. It's time. I'm the jump master. Dropping in. Hang on.
Vipassana is not good as a technique.
Wrong. Getting shot at.
Send in a decoy.
Beginning ring countdown.
So stupid and funny, man.
Denies the body of experience and it's more control. So in a Vipassana, you can't get up and scream and shake and carry on, which you might want to. So I see Vipassana as another form of control. For someone who uses it for long term, it's not healthy. Like anyone who comes to me who's either rigid or has a schizoid injury, I don't recommend Vipassana. Vipassana is not good as a technique. Vipassana denies the body of experience and it's more control. So in a Vipassana, you can't get up and scream and shake and carry on, which you might want to. So I see Vipassana as another form of control. For someone who uses it for long term, it's not healthy. Like anyone who comes to me who's either rigid or has a schizoid injury, I don't recommend Vipassana. Vipassana is not good as a technique. Vipassana denies the body of experience and it's more control. So in a Vipassana, you can't get up and scream and shake and carry on, which you might want to. So I see Vipassana is another form of control. If someone uses it for long term, it's not healthy. Like anyone who comes to me who's either rigid or has a schizoid injury, I don't recommend Vipassana. Vipassana is not good as a technique. Vipassana denies the body of experience, and it's more.
My #1 fan's watching, so you know I'll be fantab-you-listic. Harder, faster, stronger.
Try to stop me.
Introducing your champion.
Jumpmaster here. You think my buddies and I aren't afraid of heights?
Pilots fight differently. Observe.
Oh, this is the best part. Good looking.
To the beacon.
विपस्ता 10 डेज कोर्स में जाए या ना जाए, तो नंबर 1 चीज सुन लीजिए, अगर आप सनातनी हो, कट्टर सनातनी हो, तो मत जाना भूल के भी, कि वहाँ पे आपको सनातन धर्म की बैंड बजा देंगे। वहाँ पे आपके अंदर ऐसी ऐसी चीजें डाल देंगे कि आपको ऐसा महसूस होगा कि सनातन धर्म बकवास है, हिंदू धर्म बकवास है। इसके अलावा एक इंटरनेशनल एक षड्यंत्र है, बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र चल रहा है बौद्धों का। भारत के जो ST SC लोग हैं उनको बौद्ध धर्म में लाने के लिए बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र है, वो आप वहाँ जाके समझ पाओगे, सब तो मैं पूरा बयान नहीं कर सकता। तीसरी चीज, खाना। ध्यान में कौन सा खाना होना चाहिए आपको पता ही, मेडिटेशन के अंदर एकदम सादा भोजन होना चाहिए, जबकि वहाँ पे तेल, मिर्ची, चाय वगैरह ये सब चीजें दी जाती है, जिससे कि आप जिस मकसद से वहाँ जा रहे हो वो मकसद पूरा नहीं कर पाते हो। इसके अलावा आप किसी से बात नहीं कर सकते, 7 दिन किसी से बात नहीं कर सकते, 10 दिन किसी से बात नहीं कर सकते। विपस्ता 10 डेज कोर्स में जाए या ना जाए, तो नंबर 1 चीज सुन लीजिए,
Gotta be someone. Glad it's not one of us.
Smart bullet firing.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
We're in the next ring, but positioning is only half the battle.
Evo harvesters are now available.
This weapon is enhanced. Beautiful. Dangerous.
Hooligan over there. Paul Braddock.
New kill leader. Soon to be me.
We're inside the ring. One less thing to worry about.
My weapon is enhanced. Everything, my ultimate's ready to deploy. Let's cause a kerfuffle, shall we?
I think we should move that way. That guy over there.
Outstanding.
Check it out. Care package coming in.
Hooligan over there. Paul Braddock.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
New kill leader. Absolutely. This weapon is enhanced. beautiful, dangerous.
My weapon is enhanced. And to think they feared me before.
Ultimate's ready. On my mark.
I am a meditation, yoga, and out of many thousands of Vipassana. And if you want to go to the Vipassana, because the Vipassana is free,
This place
and
needs a little more.
when something is free, you think that okay, let's try. I want to go. I want to do the Vipassana, 10 days free food, free accommodation, and I want to enjoy that. But
Good for ranged engagement.
everything is free is not good for you. So next time, don't try the Vipassana. Why? I'm not saying the technique is wrong. Just let's look at the technique of Vipassana. This technique came out from the Buddha, the Lord Gautama Buddha, and now it is teaching by the S.N. Goenka ji, who is the founder of the Vipassana
And I get an upgrade. That's much nicer.
teaching centers. So there are many centers out of
Now
the
that is an
world.
upgrade.
In every state there are lots of centers nowadays, and lots of people are doing the Vipassana meditation without knowing the effect of the Vipassana, that it will make you crazy, that it will make you harm, it will destroy your body and mind. Yes, it's true. So let's look at the Vipassana first. It is around 2500-year-old technique, more than 2500-year-old technique. What happened at that time? There was no much population, there was not much pollution, everything was very quiet, very calm, people were very quiet, very calm, they were more connected to the mother nature. But what happened now? Now in 2022, people are crazy, we have all kind of instruments, we have gadgets, we have mobile, we have technology, we have 3G, 4G, 5G, 7G, all the G we have, and we are crazy, we are from inside, we are boiling with the heat, we are boiling with this anxiety, we are boiling with this depression, we are boiling with this insomnia, we are boiling with many different kind of disease and disorders. And what happens when you practice this advanced meditation technique? You will start making yourself more harm. Because Vipassana will enhance whatever you have. If you are peaceful, if you are angry, it will make you more angry. Whatever you have, it will give you increase, because you are looking the things as it is. Vipassana meaning is looking the things as it is without see yourself. How can you see? Possible, because our mind is so much crazy. We think that when we do the Vipassana, our mind can control. We can control our mind, but no, the mind will control you if you do the Vipassana. If you don't do the Vipassana, then again look at the technique. These are the stairs. You are here, and Vipassana is here. And you want directly jump to the technique, to the Vipassana. You want to go for 10 days silence, without mobile, without anything, without books, without writing, without reading. You want to go in the absolute silence, and you are here 5 minutes in silence, and you want to do 10 days silence. It is possible. You can't be hungry for 1 hour and you want to be hungry overnight here. It is possible? No. Your mind will be crazy. You will start doing all crazy stuffs doing for the Vipassana without preparing your body, without preparing your mind. So try to understand it. First step is to prepare a body. First step is to prepare a mind. First step is to prepare your all the things by using the yoga asanas, by using the yoga kriyas, the cleansing process, by using the pranayama, by using the other supportive meditation techniques like the dynamic meditation, kundalini meditation, all kind of dynamic meditation techniques. These techniques will help you to go further, to go step by step, and at last practice vipassana. Go for the vipassana retreat, but go for the vipassana workshop, but not directly. It's not that I am saying the technique is wrong. The technique is perfectly fine. Very good technique, very advanced technique. I did many times of vipassana, but I am telling you, I am awareing you, don't do the vipassana. First, prepare your body, prepare your mind, and then slowly go for the vipassana. What if you do directly the vipassana? I meet a lady from Germany. She did the vipassana, and what happened to her? In the 4th or 5th day, she started seeing the ghosts, the dead bodies around her. She started thinking like, what happened to me now? She is like in a crazy state. So, what can we do to that kind of people? This is out of control because some ego things come up and she can't handle the things. And after that vipassana course, she can't sleep, she can't do her normal activity. She was completely out of the mind. This happened to many people. Some people who practice the vipassana, they get some kind of burning sensation in the hand, some pimples, many things. The mind starts doing all kinds of neurotic things. This is out of your body, this is out of your mind, because some hidden things come up in the surface and now you can't handle the things. You are generating so much energy, but the body is not capable of handle that energy. You are only 5 watts of bulb. You can only handle the 5 watt of the electricity. Now you are putting the 5 watt of electricity. What will happen? You will break, your body will break, your mind will break, you can't see normal. It happens. The vipassana practitioners, they are out of the mind. They are losing. They can't enjoy the life. They are working.
It's Dukes o'clock. Give him my shield to recharge. 10 seconds. The ring's basically knocking on the door. Wake up, ring's moving. Thing hurts. Getting hurt over here. Heads up, got one here. Thermite grenade out. Hurt over here. Healing up.
Easy 30.
Very sad, they are very depressed because they went very deeper inside and now they are not connected to the outside world. They are not connected to the mountain, they are not connected to the river, they are not connected to this mother earth which is so beautiful. But if you are a real meditator, you have to be connected to all the people, you have to be filled with this loving and kindness energy. But no, when you practice the Vipassana, you become very serious, you become very serious, and the joy from your life will be vanished. There will be no juice in your life if you practice the Vipassana directly. So start making the effort, start doing the step by step with the asana, with the pranayam, with the other meditation technique you do, and at last you practice the Vipassana. So if you are already practicing the Vipassana, try to avoid it or try to reduce it. I am not saying it's wrong, I am not saying it's right, but try to do something, try to see the things in different way, try to do different things, don't follow anything, try to experiment the thing and you will know the reality of the things. Because we forget to experiment, because we forget to question the things, we are just following one path, we are following one religion. I am Hindu, I am following Hindu, I am Muslim, I am follow only Muslim, I am Sikh, I am follow only Sikh. You will become sick only when you follow any path. So don't follow any path, follow your heart, listen to your heart and do start with your body first, start with the breathing first, start with the other meditation techniques first. Then slowly you go to the Vipassana. This is my whole message. Hopefully you like it, or I think you will not like it. If you are already practicing the Vipassana, this will give you this, you will think that, oh, this man is crazy, he don't know about anything and he's just bullshitting here. But if you really listen to your heart and just talk to the other meditation teachers, other Vipassana students, because if you look at the many centers, there are like, I don't know the counting of the center, but maybe there are around 200 plus center in the world, more than I think. And if you calculate, there are 50 just a minimum. One month there is 2 plants. And if you calculate it, many students are doing the Vipassana every month. And out of only 2, 3 or 5 people giving their responses, their positive things. But if you ask others, people. If you ask their personal, if you check what happened after the Vipassana, you will shock yourself. You will get so much negative things. Try to understand. Try to understand. Try to talk to them what happened to them after the Vipassana. Try to listen their stories. Then you will come to know the truth behind the meditation, behind this 10-day silence retreat. This is not a wrong meditation, this is correctly right, but you don't understand it. That's why you create problem to yourself. You will get so much problem, you will be stuck in this loop. So try to come out, try to understand, and try hard to experiment other things. Try to travel, try to talk, try to walk. Then you will understand the things. So hopefully you understand all these things, what I want to tell to you. So try to prepare your body, your mind, and then you start the Vipassana. Thank you.
Namaste, my friends. Welcome or welcome back. If you already watched any of my videos, you know that we will be talking today about yoga, about meditation or yoga philosophy, or we'll be practicing. But as you can see, we will be mainly talking today. If you're new, hi, my name is Ekaterina. I'm a yoga teacher and yoga practitioner. Going, or you went already, you had your experience and you want to compare this experience with someone else. So without further ado, let's understand what we will be talking about. So, I did a month ago the Vipassana based on Goenka method of 10 days, so 10 days of silence in Switzerland, in the French part. That's the only one that we have this in Switzerland, but actually the Goenka meditation, as far as you know, everywhere in the world, it's free. So if you're interested going there, I'm pretty sure that you will be extremely. But let's already do the spoiler, and already you can see from the title, my experience was extremely negative. It was really, I would say, horrible. I would never consider going there. There, I'm talking about going to meditation for Switzerland ever again, and I will explain what and like super negative things that could be more unacceptable for you to decide if it's fine for you or not. No disclaimer. If anyway you're planning on going and you feel like you need to go, I will make another video where I will share with you all of the things that how to my Vipassana, that I lacked, could have prepared better, have a better experience, more. So wait just a bit. I'm pretty sure one of the next videos will be all about that. If you want to know my recommendation, don't go there unless you're ready. So watch the video. If you're simply curious or you're thinking to go and you want to know at least what to expect, let's start with that. Okay, so about I'm pretty sure you know that it's depending of course, but first you can only start with 10 days meditation, 10 days course. You need to pass all of them. You need to be considered the old student. So if you skip some of the days, it means that you didn't pass. I did pass first all of the 10 days. Old student, and I can go to longer courses, for example, like they have 30 days, 60 days, even 90 days. So just in case if someone wants, they can go after completing the 10-day course. And also I can participate as a help, as a cleaning or cooking, like helping there in the retreat center. Okay, positive things, it's a very nice thing of community. You can really feel yourself a part of something really big that Goenka created, established, let's say better. And another thing, that everything is very organized. From the management, from all of the emails, you know, you're kind of like guided and you're not left alone. At least you feel that, okay, you're not alone, someone is really taking care, that you understand where you're going, everything is fine, you're in good hands. Another thing, and I will have a look at all of my notes, not to forget anything, that everyone is very polite and very kind. This was something that I really enjoyed. Okay, food, because a lot of people have like worries, okay, will I have enough food, you know, like they're telling that there are only 2 meals and then maybe tea or something like this. So in Switzerland at least, and I know in many other places except India, I heard like some trouble for people having, you know, because there they were constantly hungry. But here there was plenty of food. You can take as much as you need, as much as you want. The food is very simple, mainly vegan or vegetarian, so anyone can find what he or she likes.
New kill leader.
So for that, you won't have any problem. And by the way, this is pretty much, except for the last one, okay, meditation itself. The main positive aspect that it's true, you can really meditate in silence, you know, so if you don't have any other opportunity to be alone, to be kind of like monitored, guided, to have someone cooking for you, cleaning everything, for you not to think about all this domestic stuff and simply deep dive into the meditation. This is a perfect place because you can meditate for up to 12 hours or even more actually if you want, because there is some free time. You can decide what to do with that. So in terms of the personal time for the meditation, it's a perfect place. Okay, let's go to the kind of like negative things that I didn't like, and some of them are really minor. I went in January, so it was like 1 month ago, and it was very cold. It's in the Swiss mountains, it was snowy, and the place was so cold that I didn't know what to do. I was putting all of my clothes. I was cold in the meditation hall in the morning, especially because the first meditation was 4:30, and everything is freezing, even though you put a lot of blankets. Then in the next video, we'll share with you all of the tips how not to get sick, not to get cold, what you need to take. Don't forget to subscribe to not to miss this video. And another thing, that I was extremely cold, and not only me, because I talked with other meditators after the course, also cold. So the chairs was simply wooden, but there was not much seating. So when you're sitting on the wooden chair, which is extremely cold, look, troubles can come. And from the sitting position already, you're not moving. Okay, this was not okay. Another thing that I really didn't like, but it's a minor thing, that we couldn't clean our rooms during the 10 days. So they were clean, and then we had to clean our rooms in the end after the 10-day stay. And for me, it was very hard because you can see all this dust. It was horrible. We tried to clean it with the handkerchief. It was not really helping. So kind of like, if you're okay, if you don't care about these things, for you it will be fine. For me it was hard, maybe because it was winter. And another thing, negative or positive, is that when you meditate, when you're sitting around people and you don't speak, you can feel the pain, suffering, frustration, and even thoughts of other people. It's kind of like you get this mutual energy which is very hard and sometimes quite depressing, because everyone has certain difficulties, the certain stage in their meditation. So from one point of view, you feel that you're not alone, but from another, it's quite like dramatic. Okay, let's go to the things that are completely no, and something that stops me past, and of course never say never. aspect of this particular school, let's say. Okay. First of all, like, to tell you about my experience, I started having problems since the third day, not going into the details, like super into the details. I ate something bad, you know, like I was really feeling awful. But when I tried to talk to the teacher, because there are this one-to-one session with the teacher, 5 minutes, you know, you can book this session and you can talk only during this kind of like one-to-one with a teacher. And when I shared with her about my concerns, about my troubles, about my pains, the answer that I was given was continue practicing, continue trying, that everything that you feel is in your mind, that your mind is trying to stop you from meditating. And when I went there, I completely abolished everything else. You cannot even use these simple things like Nama Mudra or any signs with your hands that you're used to, you know, like you have to be completely natural. And I did that, like open-minded, trusting the practice, because for me it is very important to be a good student, you know, you need to dive into the process. And when someone like a teacher, I was thinking, experienced teacher tells you, okay, everything is in your mind, I believed her. And I started like doing what she told, you know, not to thinking about that, focusing on other parts of the body, you know, kind of like breathing, you know, letting pain go and everything else was not really helping. And it didn't stop when I came back.
Remember,
and
on the prize.
Doctor, because it was not stopping these problems that I was having with my health. Indeed, doctor found some huge troubles and I had to take antibiotics. So for 3 weeks, because 1 week more than 1 week there, I left it in my appointment and still believe I was with my own suffering thinking that everything was fine. So for you to know, yes, it is possible that your body, your mind is playing tricks on you. But don't discount the fact that it is also possible that some really big health issue can be on the way and you will need a treatment. So for me it was the case and I was quite disappointed that the teacher didn't even try to think out of the box and think that maybe, you know, like this her idea that everything is in the mind was not really in the mind. Of course, many of people say you created your own disease or whatever, but I don't think so. I practice meditation for quite a while and I know what pain is and which really trouble, which symptoms really trouble. Oh. Okay, so this was really not nice because in the end I was like, I felt that I was left alone. So the teacher at this time, you know, like is not really helping. And I had appointments with her after the third day, kind of like every day, simply telling how I was going. She was asking and I was like, nothing is changing, nothing is changing. She's like, continue trying. And you're like, what's the point of these one-to-one meetings? I'm sorry, like simply wasting my time, because continue trying, I can say to myself. Okay, just small thought about that as well. When I talked to other students, you know, after the course, they told me the same thing. So they had troubles also with health, many. And the teacher was telling exactly the same thing. Continue meditating, continue practicing, continue trying. So one size fits all, for me, didn't work, at least for me. Okay, another one, which is no, is that they are very categorical and imposing. So one of the last days, teacher knowing that I'm a yoga teacher, and she asked me whether I practice meditation, whether I teach meditation. And I told her, yes, indeed, I incorporate some of the meditation techniques. And just right now, I'm starting to be a meditation teacher, licensed one, you know, like enrolled in the very long course. But she told me, you know, like now that you strongly believe in this technique, which I was frustrated about, didn't believe in the technique, for me it didn't work. Even though I was meditating for 10 hours, you know. She told, now You can't practice only that meditation. You can teach only this method. You should abolish everything else because you cannot actually dig a hole for the well. If you're digging in many places, you should choose one and dig the hole only there, which is amazing example, fantastic. Yeah, I understand that. But for me, this is not what Buddha was teaching. I'm very, very sorry. Take any book. The book of Buddha was always telling that in order to become enlightened, you don't need to go in the forest and meditate for the rest of your life. Even the household members, like women that are taking care of kids, that are washing the dishes, if they're mindful in what they're doing, if they incorporate meditation in their everyday life, they can achieve enlightenment. So, for me, Buddha and some teacher who tells me that I need to now stop doing everything that I was doing, that it was wrong, and this is the only thing right, for me has nothing to do with Buddha, but actually they're the only direct source of the Vipassana. They were able to bring it through centuries, 2,500 years. Okay, this for me, no good. If you would feel the same way, something like that. And the last, which is like completely no, is the free Vipassana. So, as most probably you know, which is very even tempting, going to Vipassana all around the world is free. They're telling that your Vipassana practice, your Vipassana experience,
I added the enemy's positions to your map. Non c'è di che. There's a new kill leader. What now?
I've enhanced my weapon.
Setting a tracker. Un momento, per favore.
My ultimate's ready. Prepare for war.
Delivering care package.
Care package incoming. Does your generation usually require this level of assistance?
You can't escape.
Companions, we've an Evo harvester here. I lack energy ammo and would prefer not to. Much obliged.
We're spread out.
Got an enhanced weapon and ready to use it. Bullseye. Take that. Tracker set and ready to gather intel. Tracker out. Got an enhanced weapon? Ready to use it.
Replicator there. Do try using it.
Setting a tracker.
No. We should move here. Replicator there. Do try using it.
Enemy locations are on your map. Stick with me. I always find my mark. We're all over the map.
I know, bro.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Long way to the ring.
Looking at an enemy. Way up there. Replicator incoming.
Coward pieces of shit. Fucking play for shit. Minutes. What? How much did I get? Bro, come on, man. देखो obviously, dude. Oh my god. Necessary shit bags.
Near me.
This is your champion.
Replicator there. Do try using it.
Fly like an arrow! Taking damage. Opponent found and tracked. Reloading. Took out an enemy. Who's next?
Drafting one. Does not take much blood and It's landed. Listen close for the opening.
Dart out.
You really thought you belonged in here. This guy gets sod.
Sending out the tracker dart. Tracker out and scanning for enemies. Tracking an enemy. Shield is broken. Reloading.
Smart boy.
Attention.
Enhance my weapon. It seems stronger, doesn't it?
Replicator there. If you haven't used it yet, this just in. You're a bird.
Attention.
Got an enhanced weapon. Ready to use it.
Kill leader out there to play with.
I'm low on. Smart boys away. Gain some boost. The positioning is only half the battle.
Got an enemy. Setting a tracker. Bullseye. Recharging my shield.
Smart bullet away. Snatch it. Half the squad still draw their miserable breaths. And there's a new kill leader. No need to make a fuss. They'll meet needs.
Healing.
Crafting. All these guns and I'm almost out of ammo. I must find more.
I added the enemy's positions to your map. Non c'è di che.
Replicator there.
Let's go
Do
there.
try using it.
Backpack here. Level 2.
New kill leader.
We should scout that
Absolutely
area.
disgusting effort. Well done.
Gotcha, I'm snared. That enemy shield is... Un momento. Gotta heal. Enemy here. Maybe I should introduce myself. Fighting. Boom! Tracker set.
Reloading.
Reloading.
It's that hooligan.
The enemy shield is broken.
Reloading.
Reloading. Recharging my shield. Setting a tracker. Recharging my shield. Tracker dart out.
Recharging my shield.
Fighting. Reload. Reloading.
Replicator incoming.
And ready to gather intel. Watch out! Enemy here!
Move there.
Oh, getting shot at. Reloading. Recharging my shields. Cover me. Fighting.
Reloading. Range ready. Finishing my shield. No respect.
The enemy shield is broken.
Replenishing my shield.
Always ready with the fallback. Hold on. Recharging shield.
Demon firing. Ready to join someone's day. Reloading. Whoa, whoa, grenade. Recharging my shield.
Smart bullets away. Gain support. Broken enemy shield. Shut it down, foe shield. Shield. Smart bullets away. Recharging my shields. I'm down.
In another life. This might
And if not, well, you know, we all make bad choices. You live, you learn, life goes on.
What a whimsical characters. Let's see how whimsical they are when I break them.
We're going to do beautiful things together.
Introducing your champion.
My weapon is enhanced. And to think they feared me before.
Got a sentinel here.
Replicator there. Do try using it. I'm low on ammo. Time to replenish my store.
Got extra supplies here. No need to thank me, but you should.
Replicator there. Do try using it.
Ring's close. One more minute.
Attention. Evo harvesters are on.
Map shows we're spread out. Just passing that info along.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Replicator there. Do try using it.
New kill leader? Interesting.
Bullets hunting. Throw a shield.
Look out, grenade. Give him my send it on my decoy.
I'm down.
Using the decoy escape.
You're gonna need to work a bit harder next time.
Got it back. I think I got all my things back. Got them back. Or maybe 50 less. It's worth it though. I got the whole, almost the whole battle pass, isn't it? Oh, I got this one. So I must have got the, yeah.